FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont, man. Back. Man. Back with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're new here to FYF Sports, make sure, especially if you're new, man, just letting you know, if you are new to this channel, man, we got so many variations of content, so many different types of videos. Again, whether you're an avid sports fan, whether you just watch sports, if it's on TV, again, we got something for everybody. So make sure you check out all of our videos. Make sure you check out all of our different types of playlists, man. We got reaction videos and things that suit any fan or anybody that just likes good entertainment. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell to FYF Sports first and foremost. But today, man, we got a quick video. Not necessarily breaking news, man. We're just gonna break down some information. This is just something I've been kind of thinking on as I've seen these first couple of games pan out. The game started yesterday. I know we saw two really close games with the Pelicans and Jazz yesterday, and then we also saw the Lakers. We saw the Lakers and Clippers. We've seen a series of games today. I think we're headed into one of our final games of the day today as well. We got Houston and Dallas. They're currently playing right now. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Now, one of my biggest gripes so far, one of the biggest issues that I've seen, and this is across multiple games. I've watched every single game that's played since the NBA restart has officially begun yesterday. And the one thing that's very common across the board, is that the reffing has been atrocious. It's been terrible. I'm not sure what these refs are going on. I'm not sure what the NBA has told these refs how to call these games, who to call calls on, but the calls have been extremely terrible. When we look back onto that Laker game yesterday, we saw a foul get called on LeBron James, essentially after he played extremely great defense on Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard just simply fell to the ground. LeBron James had both of his hands up, playing great defense, and they called the foul on LeBron. I've seen this has been consistent throughout all of the games. In the Utah Jazz and Pelicans game, great defenders like, Lonzo Ball. We're seeing great defenders, get into foul trouble early simply for playing aggressive defense. And these are not necessarily fouls. This is just getting up into a guy, making him work. And what we're seeing is guys get punished for playing aggressive defense. When I'm watching the Houston Rockets and Mavericks game, extremely petty fouls are just being called for James Harden. James Harden has been to the free throw line 12 times already. We know he does he has a lot of theatrics after the shot I guess convince the refs that he was fouled. But today it's just been bad. It's just been extremely bad. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm watching Luka Doncic. I'm watching him drive to the basket and get murdered. I'm watching him drive to the basket and get murdered. He's not getting the same foul calls that James Harden is. So these games are not getting called. They're not called evenly. They're not getting called consistently. Like I said, I don't understand the philosophy, but they're even making calls on James Harden. James Harden in the second quarter had already had 4 fouls. So, James Harden having 4 fouls is non-existent. They're calling extremely petty fouls. They're calling fouls on plays that don't have anything to do with the action. I'm watching them give people technical fouls even though they're walking away. It's sad, man. NBA, man, you got to do better than that. I mean, the NBA bubble so far, in its entirety has been very successful. But even the games, the action in the games, the effort level of the players, the coaching, all of these things have been great. The worst aspect of NBA basketball in the bubble thus far has been the refereeing, at least to me in my eyes. You guys got to let me know what you think on this particular topic, because I honestly feel as if the reffing has been really, really bad. And again, like I said, I see it more and more. I'm watching this Houston Dallas game live, and it just looks like these refs. I don't know what it is. I want you guys to let me know. Is it the fans? Is it not having fans there? Maybe the refs can hear a lot more chatter than they normally do. Because we see guys get very demonstrative in regular NBA games in arenas. Guys will walk up to the refs yelling, they'll walk away. But in this bubble setting, it has not been like that. I've seen these refs call petty technical fouls. I I watched the play in this Dallas game earlier where they actually reviewed the play. That wasn't even close to being a flagrant foul. When I watched the Bucks play earlier today, Giannis is in foul trouble. Like every game that I watch, the stars are always in foul trouble. You know, we know Giannis, and again, if you watch these games, what's consistent is the guys who are the most aggressive on defense, Giannis Antetokounmpo, players like that, Lonzo Ball. These guys are finding themselves in foul trouble, and it's hurting these teams' chances to be effective in the fourth quarter, because we know one thing, in the fourth quarter of these games, all right, if you don't have a defensively stout team behind you, then teams are going to put you on an island. And if you're already in foul trouble, you're going to be thinking about that. And because these teams are getting into the bonus so fast, those fouls are even more impactful, because again, you're sending guys to the free throw line, and you have your star players playing timid defense because they don't want to get another foul. So I think the refs are dictating how guys play. They're dictating the ebb and flow of the game. And again, it's just not fun basketball. It's not fun when you watching games and you see that the refs are controlling the games more so than the players. And the primary game where I felt that way was with Utah Jazz and Pelicans game. It just felt like the refs were dictating the pace and flow of that game, not necessarily the players. Just an extremely large number of foul calls, and it wasn't consistent. You know, you would have a high volume of foul calls made in the first, different volume made in the second. That will change, and the consistency would change in the third, and in the fourth quarter, these guys are calling it completely different in the fourth quarter. So I really hope the NBA can get this sorted out, man, because that's really the only negative that I can see. But it's just not fun when you just have to look at players yelling at the ref every other play. And I know NBA players and NBA basketball, that happens more often than not. But it seems to be justified now. That's how bad it is. The crying to the refs almost seems justified based on how bad the refereeing has been thus far in this bubble. But again, that's all we have right here for the day. You know, make sure you guys, man. You know, today's Friday. We love doing our giveaways. So we're going to be having a giveaway drawing. I'm going to be conducting that drawing later today. So we're going to be giving away some more prizes. So I can't wait to get that done. And hopefully you guys are just still engaging and interacting with all the content. But I appreciate everything that you guys have done thus far for this channel. The merch will be dropping soon. It's a slow process. We're grinding there. We're getting close to 9,500 subscribers. 10K will be here soon, you guys. Calm down. The merch is going to drop. It's still in the works. So just make sure you keep watching, checking in with the channel, so you can be one of the first with your FYF sports merch as soon as it hits. All right, but it's been another great episode here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. FYF Sports, and we out.